Hey guys, this is a guide for the story mode quest for the Labyrinth. So the first thing to note is that you will need Jaeger unlocked to complete this quest line, as well as a Gnosis key and also Labyrinth keycards. Now you will also have to complete the side quest Shady Contractor, followed by Needle in a Haystack, which will then unlock the Hidden Layer quest for you. And Hidden Layer is actually what does unlock the Labyrinth story mode quest, and also the Offensive Reconnaissance side quest that will unlock the Shoreline to Labyrinth transit. So once you unlock the Labyrinth story mode, then you will be asked to speak with Jaeger, who will say that he knows a guy who can get us some Labyrinth keycards, and then you will have a 48-hour time gate, or at least for me it was 48 hours in real time. And after that time frame is up, then Jaeger will call you back and he will provide you with the 2 keycards, and he does also unlock a barter trade to be able to obtain more in the future if you do need them. So before loading into a Shoreline Raid, then you will want to bring your tape recorder in your special slot with you for the Labyrinth, or really any time that you are working on your story mode quests. And you do have to go into a Shoreline Raid with the Gnosis LLC key on you, as well as a Labyrinth keycard, and then head back to the basement of the West Wing at the Health Resort, just like you did for the Hidden Layer quest. Now when you get down there and unlock the Gnosis door and make your way to the bunker door with the Labyrinth keycard, then this time you will be able to begin a transit from the Shoreline to the Labyrinth. Now at this point I did want to mention that this quest was very buggy for me, and I actually couldn't make any progress the first 2 times that I went into the Labyrinth because the notes that we need to pick up simply wouldn't spawn into the raid for me. So just know that you may have to return multiple times just to get this quest to work properly. But hopefully you guys have better luck than me and it will work for you guys right away. But essentially once you do load in and escape from whichever of the 5 trap rooms that you did spawn in, then you will want to fully clear the Labyrinth of both Shadow of Tagilla and Vengeful Killa, and also all their cracked minions and any other PMCs. This way you can go ahead and take your time and do this story chapter uninterrupted and not miss anything by mistake, because it can be very easy to get turned around in here. So for this quest we will need to acquire 8 different items total, which will be 6 notes, an audio tape, and a diary. And these notes will be on 5 different scientist bodies with the white lab coats. And we are also looking for the observation room key, which does have a static spawn on one of the 5 dead scientists' hands each raid. And we will also have to go into 3 different areas to locate the traces of the bear squad. So I will be working right from the middle of the map by the green X and the tractor, which is likely going to be the easiest way for everyone to follow along, since this map can be confusing as hell at times. So from this green X we can firstly go into the nuke room, which is going to be right beside us, and there is going to be a scientist on the floor as soon as you go in with a note in his right hand. And again, just make sure that you do check for the observation room key in the scientist's hands each one that you do come across. Now after you've gotten this note, then you want to head back out from the nuke room, the same door that we came in, and then go to the left, and then you want to go into this back room and take a left, where you will see a scientist in the far right hand side of this room. So you do want to check him for a note and also a key spawn as well. And then you can head back out to the center area, but just before you get back to the green X, you do want to go into the room on your left just before it, and at the back of this room will be another scientist for us to check. So you will be looking again for a note and another observation room key spawn. After this, then you want to go back out to the green X, and you will want to go look in front of the tractor to find another scientist who will have a note and also another potential key spawn. Now from here you do want to go through the opening on our left and then take the immediate right, and in this room will be the last scientist for us to check. Now after you have done this, then I will show you guys the first location for the traces of bear, which will help to progress the quest line, so you can actually get credit for all the notes that you have picked up so far. So from this last scientist, we are just outside the locked corpse room location, and the door just to the right of the corpse room will lead us towards the steam hazard trap. Now at the end of this hallway we'll have some dead PMC bodies, which are new with 1.0, and there is also a note in this container on the floor, which will be your first checkpoint for the traces of bear. Now once you have found this, then you can head all the way back out to the center area with the green X and go back into the nuke room to locate the regroup location of 1156. And once you have walked into the nuke room, then you will get a subtask complete. So after you get this objective, then you do want to go back out by the tractor and into the room on your left again, but this time we will be going straight, which will bring us out to the torture room, and just to the right of this room is going to be the bear squadron leader, which is going to be laid out, and he will have a diary next to him under his left arm, and you will be able to grab this, and then that will complete an objective when you do double click on it to read it. So then our next objective will be to access the locked office, which is going to be the observation room. So from the tractor in the center area, the observation room is going to be to the left, and it will be just before the bear squadron leader. So we will go ahead and use the observation key to unlock this room. Once you do go inside, then you will get another objective complete, and you will also find another dead scientist in here with a note beside his torso. There will also be a cassette in his outstretched hand, which you can go ahead and pick up and play it if you did bring your tape recorder into raid with you, and it will complete another objective. Now this will be the final objective for us to complete in this raid in the Labyrinth, so then you can go ahead and loot up around the Labyrinth, or just use the Ariadne's Path key to extract right next to the bear squadron leader if you wanted. However, I would definitely recommend that you go and loot around the labyrinth, especially if you cleared out the whole area, because the loot is pretty juicy. And whenever you end up extracting, then you will be asked to hand the audio tape over to Jaeger, and I'm honestly not sure what happens if you don't give them the tape, because I just handed the tape over. But if you do give them the tape, then he will provide you with a lapua, and then you will be left with the final objective, which is to read the Labyrinth Facility Research Report. And in the fine print underneath the objective, it does say that the documents were thrown in the drain and hopefully not washed into the bay. So to find the report, we will have to head to Shoreline, and I do have a map on the screen, and the location of the documents will be by the pier. So my PMC is here on a Shoreline Raid, and if you do go along the beach and make your way to the pier by using this little side path, then as you do pass over the huge drain on the side closest to the pier building, then there will be a note tucked in the dirt down by the water. Now, as you do pick up this note, then you can go into your task item inventory, and then you can double click on it to read it, and then you will get your final objective complete, and you will also have completed the Labyrinth chapter quest. So hopefully you guys found this quest guide useful, and it does help you to complete this chapter. Thank you guys for choosing to watch my guide on this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.